Hey guys, thanks for watching. Today I'm back on the Camaro again. I'm doing a harmonic balancer install, and I made my own tool, and now I'm going to show you the correct way to install so you don't pull the threads out when you're impacting that bolt in. So let me go ahead and get down to it. My Opti's already on, and as you can see right here, I got my threaded rod, and I have a description in another video there with a previous video of how to make this. I was going to weld a bolt onto the end and hold it, but I decided to get tight vice grips. The threaded rod was so cheap, I'm not going to worry about reusing it. I got 3 other tools there. So let me get down to the basics of what's going on and how you're going to set this up. Well, you're going to first come in, I'm on the underneath side of the car. You're going to screw this rod all the way to the right as far as you can. If you want to leave the vice grips and screw it and turn it around, that's fine. You want to get this rod to bottom out in the back in the crank, all the way to the back to where it starts getting super snug tight, where you're starting to strip the threads here, but it's tight, it can go no further. So that means you have all the threads of this rod all the way to the back of the crank. So what I did to mock this up first, since I marred up the teeth here with the vice grips, I stuck my nut and washers on first back, and then I screwed this all the way in because I wasn't going to weld a nut, TIG weld a nut there just for this one thing. I'm just knocking it in. Another thing you want to look at is you want to make sure this washer is a little bit wider than that hole, because if you don't, it'll suck that washer in. And I just had a problem, I noticed that, and it was getting really super hard and it was making me nervous to turn it. This bolt here is going to be hard as you're turning it. So once you get this turned all the way clockwise, you're going to hold this, and I'm going to try to give you a demonstration. You're going to turn this clockwise again, and you're going to hold this other handle up here. This is going to press the balancer on and push it in from this point instead of pulling it from the threads all the way in on the nut as you're impacting it on. This is the right, correct way to do it so you don't strip the crank threads. So that's basically how you do this, and I wanted to show you. There's underneath, if you can see, I'm kind of close to being in there. I'm going in, you can see it. Once you see that silver piece go away and it gets to the rusted piece there on the back, that means you're good to go. It's all the way in. It's seated. So you just want to watch to make sure it gets that chrome lip in there. I'm 3/4 the way in, I ain't got far. It's going to be very hard turning it here the further you're starting to get in. And like I said, once again, watch that washer out here up under the front, that you got a little wider so it doesn't suck the washer into that harmonic balancer hole there. So basically help somebody else out and you don't ruin your crank threads. And I figured I'd show you this real quick. I made my own tool and doing it myself, you know what I'm saying? Well, subscribe, like, share, and comment below. Thanks guys, have an awesome day.